No, she's a lady.
Nothing at all? So who does the cooking?
I do.
Who does the cleaning?
Me.
So if you didn't cook, what would happen?
They won't eat.
So you're the skivvy, you do everything?
Basically, yeah.
Have you tried talking to him about getting off his backside?
Yeah.
And what does he say?
He just don't do no. He puts down that he's got a criminal record, he can't get a job. What a load of
Why do you think that's rubbish?
Because it is, because the amount of people that have been in prison and come out and got a job, turned the lives around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you got a lazy like that. Oh,
you've been working flat out?
7 years I worked for. I don't work no more. I lost my job in January.
Right. So who's bringing money in then?
Nobody.
So what, he just goes and helps himself to food and... So, something like laying the carpet, who does that?
I do it.
Gardening?
I do it.
Decorating?
He helps sometimes with gardening, but I've got to come on, Pete, we're going to go to the garden, and he'll start and then he'll come back and start again.
So what does he do all day then?
Sits on Xbox or goes to his mates and gets stoned.
And when you actually try and pick him up on this, what does he do? Storm off? Argue with you? What?
He just switched himself off.
So you're just shouting at a blank wall?
I just bang my head off wall, basically.
Have you ever thought of kicking him out?
I've done that 5 times.
Now, he's had how many jobs in the last 7 years?
1.
And how long did he last at that one?
About 4 to 6 weeks.
And what was his excuse for leaving?
He'd had enough. Laziness, I think.
Just had enough? How much longer can you go on like this?
Not much longer. I've had enough. I really have had enough.
But it's not just him, is it?
No.
Your son, Tommy, how old's he?
19.
And what does he do? So what do you want to say to... Obviously, Peter's the one who's setting the example.
Well, we've got a choice, haven't we? I mean, Pete's got to get off his backside and go get a job.
Yeah.
Thomas has got to start getting out of bed. He don't get out of bed till 3:30 in the afternoon.
3:30?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to say to Peter that what?
That he needs to... He's got a choice, basically. Either gets a job...
Yeah.
Or he goes back to his mum's. Simple as.
You'd chuck him out?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I've had enough.
All right. Let's meet him. Please welcome Peter.
Do you know what it is? We're young, right? You're lazy. It's about time you got a job. What do you mean, alright then?
She always
No, it's
lazy.
not. How am I lazy when I worked for the last 7 years?
I do tidy up.
But what's tidying up? I'm
Go
on about
shopping,
working.
yeah.
What's shopping?
Yeah, I did have a job until it was like, so I got
6
sacked.
weeks.
Okay, so you do... Why don't you do anything?
I do stuff around the house.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, because I understood...
Wash up, do garden with her.
Oh, he does do the washing up, you're saying?
Yeah, when he's asked.
No, I do.
No, you don't.
I do it when you're not there, so what you like.
Well, if I'm not there, how do I know?
Okay, and what happens when you don't do what she tells you to do? Does she get angry?
She just goes on one.
And when you say goes on one, in what way?
Starts shouting and stuff.
What, bad temper, would you say?
Well, I'll give you an example, yeah. Washing up one dried at once and she just picked it up and just slung it out her back door.
Everything?
Yeah.
Everything went out the back door?
Yeah, and I had to go out and clean it up.
You're not embarrassed the fact that your missus has been working flat out for 7 years while you've been sat at home doing
But
nothing?
I've had an eye injury as well, so that stopped me.
And that stopped you working...
They put me on sick.
How long ago was this?
February.
Yeah, and so what's stopping you from working?
It's still not better now.
So you can watch telly, you can play with the Xbox, but you can't work?
My it strains my left eye.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so what's the sex life? How would you say that is, Mel? Why?
Just this.
What, no stamina, or?
No, it's just boring.
Boring?
Yeah.
So how come you don't do anything together?
Probably that money.
Well, then work comes back to it? Now, what about Tommy? Do you and Tommy get on together?
Yeah, he's just lazy as well. He don't do all either.
What, Tommy is lazy?
Yeah, he don't get out of bed till about 3:30.
I can't wait to meet Tommy, because if you're calling somebody lazy, that takes some beating.
I'm not lazy though, I do things in the house to help her.
Well, then why are you getting so annoyed? If he's saying he does things in the house...
It's not so much things in house, Tricia, it's a job. Do you know what I mean? He's got to get a job.
Being advised by hospital not to work yet.
Yeah, but before that you didn't have a job. Before you did your eye, you didn't have a job. It's just excuse after excuse.
Yeah, but I've had a job into here.
Oh, yeah, for 6 weeks.
Well, longer than 6 weeks.
Give a grip.
Oh, how long was it then?
Well, I was there a few months, maybe about 3-4 months.
3 or 4 months?
Yeah.
And then you jacked it in?
Yeah, because it was me off behind me off.
They weren't calling you lazy, were they?
No, just saying loads of names and stuff.
All right, okay, so you reckon that Tommy is lazy as well? Worse or better or what?
It's worse.
It's worse. Doesn't do nothing.
I wonder where he gets that example
No, it ain't off me.
Sorry?
It's not off me.
Okay, well now it's time to meet Mel's son Tommy. Now he says Peter is lazy and he deserves to be nagged at. However, he still reckons his mum is going over the top when she kicks off at him. We meet Tommy after the break.